Mambo Team Africa Worldwide, Habari Ya Asabui, Habari Ya Mchana, Habari Ya Jioni. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So today, family, I'm gonna try a little different approach. We're gonna do a full Swahili lesson, no social commentary, and not and more than just one or two sentences. I use various different tools to study Swahili. I watch movies. Um, I I talk to people in East Africa. Um, I use books and um, and I also use apps. Uh, I'm trying to think the name of my friend's movie so I can plug it. Um, but I'll put that in the comments. There are some movies on Netflix in Kiswahili that you can use to help with your Kiswahili um, learning journey. But I use several different apps. I use the Penzler app, and I use the Duolingo app daily. I'm gonna go through the Duolingo app, uh, and you all can watch along, um, and hopefully it'll be beneficial. This is for educational purposes, so hopefully this video doesn't get flagged for any type of copyright infringement. I don't like the whole whiteboard approach, so I'm not gonna write things on the board. And like I always say, I'm not a teacher anyway. I'm not a mwalimu. I'm a wanafunzi, which means I'm a student myself. So, and I just invite you, Karibu, to come along with me on my journey of learning Kiswahili. To learn is kujifunza. Okay, so let's go into the lesson. Like I said, this is the Duolingo um, lesson on emotions. The Kiswahili word for emotions is hisia. Hisia is emotions. Okay. Um, they have some tips here that you can start reading before you practice. The tips are only available on the desktop version of the app. If you're using your phone, then you won't have the tips available to you. Okay, so I'll read the emotion first, and then I will read the English translation second. So, kushanga, to be amazed. Kushanga, to be amazed. Kuka sarika, to be angry. Kuka sarika, to be angry. Uh, Kusi kitika, to be disappointed or sorry. Kusi kitarika, I'm sorry, Kusi kitika, to be disappointed or sorry. Kuhuzunika, to bereave. Kuhuzunika, to bereave. Uh, Kushtuka, to be startled or shocked. Kushtuka, to be startled or shocked. Kufahari, my apology. Kufahari, and I know that word. I don't know why I messed it up. That means to be happy. Kufurari, um, that means to be happy. Kufarahi, 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 to be happy. Kuun thika, to be annoyed. Kuun thika, to be annoyed. Kufa daika, to be depressed. Kufa daika, to be depressed. Kushiba, to be full, meaning you had a good meal. Kushiba, to be full. Kuchoka, to be tired. You want to go to sleep, or you've been doing a lot of exercise, and so now you're tired. Kuchoka, to be tired. Kulewa, to be drunk. Kulewa, to be drunk. And I find this next one very interesting because you always hear about African people don't have a concept of being on time for events and meetings. This next word will prove that that is not true, even though a lot of people may not practice it, because I can tell by the structure of this word that it is not borrowed from uh, Arabic or English or any of the it's not a loan word from any of the languages that influence Kiswahili. The word is kuchelewa. It means to be late. Kuchelewa, to be late. Kuchelewa. And I'm going to spell this one. Kuchelewa. Kuchelewa, to be late. So the next time someone says that it's not in our nature to be on time, you can point out this indigenous Bantu word to prove that to be incorrect. And now I'm going to put these words in sentences that are provided by the app. Tumelewa means to be drunk. Wamechoka, they are tired. Nime kasirika sana kwa sababu mwizi ameiba pesa zangu. I am very angry because a thief stole my money. Umefurahi sana kupata zawadi nzuri. You are very happy to get a nice gift. Amehuzunika mno kwa sababu mama yake alifariki jana. He is very bereaved because his mother died yesterday. Bob hajafurahi kwa sababu amekula upali baridi. Bob is not happy because he ate cold ugali. Dora Bob hawa shanga kuaona twiga mikumi. Dora and Bob were not shocked to see giraffes in Mikumi. So that may have been a little fast for some people, especially if it's your first time being exposed to Kiswahili or the first time on this channel. So we're going to go a little bit slower. But the reason I'm taking this method is because I've been studying Kiswahili for some years now. I've studied it almost every day since 2018. Even though I can function, I have functional Kiswahili when I'm in Africa. I can say whatever I need to say to buy what I want to buy and to get to the places that I want to get to. I can talk to shopkeepers and I can talk to drivers, but I'm not conversational. And the reason I'm not conversational is because I have a hard time understanding what I hear. I know the words, but the sounds, the way they pronounce them, it doesn't always register. And so I think if maybe other people have that same problem with learning. So if I do it this way, it will get your ear accustomed to listening to the words fully structured in sentence, so it'll be easier for you to understand when native Kiswahili speakers talk to you. So we're going to go over that again. Tumelewa, tumelewa. We are drunk. Wamechoka, wamechoka. They are tired. Nime Kasarika Sana Kwasababu Mwizi Ameiba Pesa Zangu. I am very angry because a thief stole my money. Ume Farahi Sana Kupata Zawadi Nzuri. You are very happy to get a nice gift. Ame Huzunika Mno Kwa Sababu Mama Yake Ali Farika Jana. He is very bereaved because his mother died yesterday. Bob Haja Farahi Kwa Sababu Amekula Ugali Baridi. Bob is not happy because he ate cold ugali. The app actually says stiff porridge. I just hate translating ugali into stiff porridge. Ugali is iguali. Period. That's about one of my little pet peeves when they translate certain words that I think should just stay in Kiswahili. Um, Dora Nabab Hawaja Shanga Kuwaona Twiga Mikumi. Dora and Bob were not shocked to see giraffes in Mikumi. Okay, so now I'm finished with the tips. I'm going to go to an actual lesson. You should be able to hear some of them. I'm not advanced on this yet, so I'm not sure how to share my screen while I'm recording. I will learn that before I do this again. But we're gonna go ahead and practice, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm typing when you can't hear it. Umeshtuka. All right. We went over that one. Umeshtuka. And one thing about these is even though they say them, the word is spelled out, and if you hold your mouse above the word, it will repeat the pronunciation um, um, audibly. I guess that's a word. And at the same time, you can see the definition of the word. So sometimes you might have to look at the definition of the word if you don't remember. But what I try to do my best is not to look at the hints. And I think when I don't look at the hints, that prepares me for the quizzes and the tests better. But if I get stuck, then I hover above the word and look at the hints. So umeshtuka means you are startled. Mefurahi. Mefurahi. Mmefurahi. So I wasn't going to spell, but I'm going to spell some of this just so um, I don't lose anybody. So, um, Mefurahi means you are happy, and I'll play that for you again. Okay, so now it's giving me the English and it's asking me to type out the Kiswahili. So the English is you are startled. And so that will translate to may you may shtuka, which is Umeshtuka. Umeshtuka. Umelewa. I know this one, this means you are drunk. Umelewa. 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 You are drunk. Tume Father Ika. On these, we just have to, it's a listening drill. You just have to type out what you hear. Tume Father Ika. So you don't have to know the translation of this because if you get the sounds right, the app will let you know what this means. I believe this one might mean to be depressed, but I'm not sure. But it is spelled Tumefadhika. And one note to take is that DH has the sound, just like TH in English, such as in the word this. So Tume Fadaika, Tume Fadika is Tumefadhika. And I was right about this one. It means we are depressed. Meshtuka. 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 This means you are startled. Meskatika. Meskatika. Now, the pronunciation of this, they say Meskatika, but if you, at least that's what it sounds like they're saying. But if you slow it down, it's actually May Si Kitika. See, May Si Kitika. May Si Kitika. But when people speak, they say May Si Kitika. So that means you are disappointed. Ume Farahi, this is a word that's used a lot. Farahi, Farahi means happy. So Yume Farahi means that you are happy. Okay, they're repeating that one, sounds like. Mesikitika. Oh, that was Nime Kusikatika. That's why. I was wondering why they were doing that again. So I got that one wrong, people. So what happens when you get a wrong answer? They'll just repeat it later on in the lesson, but they won't let you complete the lesson until you get everything correct. Tumishtuka. Tu means we. So this is we are startled. One thing I would like to point out about Kiswahili, as far as tense, um, for some reason, I haven't learned the reason as of yet, but I will, and I will get back to you. They use the word that they use the prefix may, to may. Normally, to may means we have done something in the past. But when they're talking about emotions, when it's present tense, um, they use may in the present tense. And my guess is that um, emotions are reactions to something that has already taken place normally. That's just my reaction. That's just my guess. I'm gonna try to find it somewhere online because I know a lot of times when I ask my friends who are native Kiswahili speakers, a lot of times they don't know the backstories to these grammar rules. They just know how to say it. So, but tumeshtuka means we are startled. Tumeshtuka. Tumeshtuka. Okay, it's telling me to type "you are grieving" in Kiswahili, and "you are grieving" is "yume huzu zunika," I think. Um, let's check the hint here. No M. I guess added that from thin air, I guess. Ume huzunika. Hume huzunika. Umehuzunika. You are grieving. Tumelewa. This means we are drunk. And one thing I know is that to me, in my opinion, from being a person who grew up only knowing English, I wouldn't say English is my native language because I'm African American. I don't have a native language. That was a language that was forced on my ancestors was English. But anyway, um, a lot of the Kiswahili words sound alike. It seems like they sound like it, they spell a lot, and it takes a lot of repetition to be able to distinguish between the nuances, the small differences. Like uh, tume lewa means we are drunk. But as I, went in depth a little bit about time, that might sound similar or the same to you if you haven't studied. Um, if I were to say, just add a ch to that, tume chelewa, that would mean we are late. So tume chelewa, we are late. Tume lewa, we are drunk. Tume chelewa, we are late. Tume lewa, we are drunk. So that's why when you learn a new language, you have to be very careful about minor details because you can end up saying the absolutely wrong thing to somebody, embarrass yourself or offend somebody. But you got to be fearless. Don't be afraid to use what you learn. And if you make a mistake, then you can apologize and keep going. The word for excuse me is samahani, and the words for I'm very sorry is polisana. May they went right into that. May chelewa. That's going to be um, you are late. Wame chelewa. Wa means they. So wame chelewa is going to be they are late. May huzanika. I think that is you are depressed. You are grieving. Ame Rica. Now, um, when it comes to pronouns in Kiswahili, um, they're not on none of this new age rainbow stuff, but the pronouns are genderless. So a means um, he or she, and yeye also means he or she. And so it just has to be in context for you to know whether or not you're talking about a man or a woman. Um, so Ame Kasarika, this could mean either he is angry or she is And since people always like to assume everything is a he, when I have something that's gender neutral, I like to put she, just to rock the boat a little, I guess. So, I'm in Costa Rica. She is angry. Ameksirika. Wamelewa. W-A-Y means they. So wamelewa mean we are drunk. Wamelewa. 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 We are drunk. Kwanini wemechoka. Um, Kwanini is one of the several different ways of saying why or because. So this sentence is Kwanini umechoka. And we know that u is one of the ways of saying you. Way is a way to say you formally, but that's a specific you, you. But normally, coincidentally, which works out well for English speakers, the letter U that sounds like ooh is you when it's the prefix for a word. So umechoka means you're tired. So kwanini umechoka means why are you tired? Kwanini umechoka. Kwanini umechoka. And some of these, when I don't hit the slow button, they actually have a picture of a turtle where you could slow some of the audibles down, but they don't do it for every single question. So when I don't slow it down, it's not that I'm skipping it, they just don't have that option available for this sentence. Woo! I'm probably speaking of that. I might need the turtle just to get this one done. You see, nimechoka. We heard that. Nimechoka. So that means I am tired. Kwa sababu is another way of saying because. So I'm tired because. Siku lala? Something about sleeping in the day. Usiku. Usiku means night. Doesn't sound right to me. Um, I am tired because day, sleep, night. That's what it. That's what I'm translating to. I know that's wrong. Let me do the turtle. Well, I'm saying what I'm saying. I thought maybe I was hearing it wrong. Let's see what this translates to. I am tired because I did not sleep at night. Okay. Okay, I get it. Sometimes siku, which normally means day by itself, it could mean that you didn't do something. So I know C is negative, and ku usually means when you refer to another person. But I got to learn the grammar rule for this. So siku lala is not day. It's not day sleep, which I would think. It is I did not sleep. So nime choka kwasababu siku lala usiku. Nimechoka kwa sababu sikulala usiku. Nimechoka kwa sababu sikulala usiku. Okay. In English, they have wrote he is angry, so I have to translate that into Kiswahili, which will be Ame Kasarika. Okay. Um, he is angry. Ame Kasarika. Amekasirika. Amekasirika. Ame Kasarika. He or she is angry. Nime Sikika. That would mean I am Sikita. Is that I am angry? Double check. Oh, I can't check. There's no hint on these. Nime Sikita. Okay. I was talking about this pronunciation earlier. It's Tume Sikita, but it sounds like they're saying Nime Sikita. Um, right now, I do not remember from earlier in the lesson what this one means. I did it wrong. Siki, Siki, Tika. Okay. It means I am disappointed. I'm not coming. You may Sikika. You may Sikitika. Oh man, it's beating me up now. Let's try that again. I thought it said. Okay, this is the last one for the lesson because it keeps going back to this one. You may see, key, T, K. Finally, Nime Sikatika. Nime Sikitika. Nime Sikatika. Nime Sikatika. Nime Sikatika means I am disappointed. And I am disappointed that I struggled so much with our last sentence. But that is the conclusion of that skill. So I'm going to practice that one some more before I try to test out of this level, but I will be finishing it today. Well, let me know, everybody, if you like this format, if you prefer me to continue doing it the way I was doing it with social commentary and then um, continuing with adding the key Swahili words and sentences in reference to the topics that I'm discussing. Just let me know. Like I say, I'm not a teacher, not an mwalimu. I am a student at Mwafunzi. Um, I'm sharing this journey with whoever wants to come along. I don't believe in the using the whiteboard method, which might be helpful to some, but I think the way that I'm doing it now, I think it will increase the memorization, which is important. Um, I started studying Kiswahili much later in life than I should have. I'm a little embarrassed by that. I was spent a lot of time learning Spanish. And even in high school, the first language I was introduced to in high school was French, and I even took some Spanish in elementary school. But as African American, um, we were in a school system designed by someone else, and they weren't trying to teach us any African languages. And so it wasn't until I started thinking globally that I went and picked up a book I had bought in undergrad, a kit actually that had a book and two cassette tapes on Kiswahili, and I started my journey of learning again. And I was nearly 50 when I did that. And so when you try to learn a language at this age, not that it can't be done, but it takes a lot of work and a lot of repetition because your memory is just not as strong as it is when you're younger, because you have a lot more memories, and you've been studying, you've been speaking one language for so long. That's why it's so easy for children to learn several languages because they're not locked into one language that they've been speaking for a super long time. Um, so that's why a 4 or 5 year old might easily pick up on 4 or 5 languages if they hear them spoken around themselves, around the home and the neighborhood naturally. But like I say, if you're like me, don't give up. Just put in more time. Just study harder. Well, I hope you all like that. If you did, please hit the like button. Please share these videos. Please subscribe to the channel. And as always, Kwaheri Kwasasa.